if you've watched some of my past videos, mostly the one where I talk about people I don't like, you would know that I do not like psychics. For a good reason. I think they're a bit mentally deranged and scammers. So today I'm going to watch a video of psychics failing at being psychic. Wowee! Today we're going to watch this video by Holy Kool-Aid. Shoutouts to Mr. Kool-Aid here. Most brutal psychic fails compilation. Part 1. Part 1! If this is good, we may watch part 2 in a later video. But yeah, we're gonna watch this. We're gonna talk about psychics. Ooh, psychics. And, yeah. Holy Kool-Aid. Shout out to this guy. I'll link his channel in the description. Legal notice, don't care.
Has a psychic solved a missing child case? Never.
Psychic shows like the Long Island Medium possess an editing room advantage, in which they can take all of their misses over a several hour-long recording, show only the hits, and wow their audience. But what happens when they go outside this comfort zone, appearing on other people's shows, particularly live shows? Well, our brains are still wired towards...
I mean, like he said, when it's like a TV show, you can just, like, cut out parts of it, you know, when they actually fail, you can cut that out, but when it's live, you can't. So let's go.
Confirmation bias, where we focus on the hits and ignore the misses. That is, until we start to... I've put together a compilation
Let's
of
go.
just that. Let's go,
Mr. Kool-Aid. Shout out to Mr. Kool-Aid. Teresa Kabuto.
What's the spouse?
Isn't Kabuto a Pokemon? Anyway, I've never heard of your wand here, so.
I think I'm right here. Your wife has departed? Is that her wedding ring?
No, it's my mother.
I think she's on like a live television trying to predict what people, predict people, because she's psychic.
Do you still have her chair?
No.
Or did she have an issue with her legs prior to her passing?
She's so focused.
No.
Is there an issue with the legs where your husband was bed restriction? Is that correct? So you
Oh my. Well, how do people believe psychics? How do you think this person can like connect to like interstellar things? I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I watched up until here just to see if the video was any good last night, and now I'm watching the full thing now. So the rest of it, I don't know what happens. Lisa Guerrero, I probably pronounced that wrong.
Always know when you talk to a family member, when you start a case, you'll know if this person is dead or alive. Every time.
Yes.
Does this girl look familiar to you?
Yeah, she does. I worked this case.
This is a girl who you said was beaten and killed.
Okay.
This little girl is me. And you...
Oh, is she a detective, but she's using psychic powers? That's even worse. Why would you let a psychic be a detective on the belief that they're psychic? Ooh. Oh, I'm psychic, guys. I'm psychic, and I predict that you will all get hit by, a large vehicle if you do not like and subscribe right now.
You told somebody that she's dead.
Wait a minute. You didn't disappear?
I'm right here.
Wait a minute.
That's interesting, isn't it?
That's interesting. That's interesting, innit? It is quite interesting, innit, mate? Oh, bloody hell. Why? Why do people believe this stuff? If I feel like it might be on like the same terms as religion, in the sort that people fall on it as like a way to be comforted, but like some people take it really far. Like that, having her be a detective. Why? The spirits told me that you will not see the end of today if you don't like and subscribe. That's a joke, YouTube. I'm not actually threatening people. Don't get me in trouble.
Different psychics told our producer that Lisa had been murdered, and the FBI says to Inside Edition that they are not aware of any criminal investigation that has been solved as a direct result of information provided by a psychic.
Yeah, because psychics aren't real. Scams or delusional. Both.
Gentleman, first off, and with this man, who? Reg? And he's also mentioned Frank. Thank you. Okay, what is that uniform?
She is not impressed.
In his younger years, and I can see the uniform. In his younger years, please, I don't know what he was in the Air Force. I don't feel he was a pilot because of his attire, but he's keen to show me that. and he's transported back into the older age.
No one here is
You may
impressed.
not even be family, he may be just known to you.
Oh my goodness.
Frank or Reg? Anyone?
Yes, please, could you, microphone, please? What say?
Good afternoon. My father, his name was Hugh, and he was in the Air Force. And he didn't fly, he was a civil engineer.
Glynis?
Oh my god.
Do you know-
Oh, why would you go up on a stage and try to predict things? The thing is with psychics, they'll predict like the most basic things. They'll say like, oh, you will have 3 children. Yeah, most, or like, you'll have kids in the future. Yeah, most people do, you know. Most people will go on to have kids. It's like, yeah, you can predict the most basic things, but like, sometimes they'll go out of the range, and then it's like, oh, well, you bloody mucked that up, didn't you? You spanner.
Glynis? Or Glennis? Living, physical?
No, it doesn't ring any bells.
It doesn't.
Earlier,
Oh.
I invited 3 mediums to a one-time Victorian
I want to check something real quick.
chocolate factory, where they all channeled the name George, an evil fat man
What is this
who was
music,
the
though?
factory's first manager.
She's given me the name of George.
The only trouble is that George is part of a made-up story that I planted on the chocolate factory website a week ago. Astonishingly, Goldie has actually summoned the ghost of my made-up factory manager.
So what's his name?
I've got George and I've got Bull.
We chose the surname Bull for a reason.
Have you ever noticed how many psychic storefronts there are in Manhattan? I wondered what would
Psychic.
happen if I got my palms read at
If you were really psychic, you would have realized that it's fake. Dumb. Oh, I love dogging on psychics. It's just so easy, but it's so funny because a lot of people believe it for some reason.
Do you think they would say the
Palm
same
reading.
exact thing? How long will I live?
Have you seen those app ads where it's like, oh, you will read your palm and it will say like, oh, you will get married, you will have 2 kids, you will die at 80. It's like, it's markings on my head and it's an app. You can't tell anything. You just want to show me ads or make me buy premium or something like that. It's kind of like it's like a subgenre of psychic, I feel like.
Sweet 90s.
Fury in your 90s. Shows beyond your 80s. She was born to live into your 98. 90, 91,
91.
I don't know who put this lovely picture in here.
Clearly, there is an imposter among the psychics. I think most psychics are... I feel like most psychics are either just scams or they actually do believe they can contact, like, spirits, and they're delusional. The only thing you'll be in contact with is the wall in the mental asylum. Sally Morgan.
Oh, you're upstairs.
Psychic for
Is this
Princess
a
Diana.
Barn? Is his name Bernard or Barnard?
Barnard. Barnard. Bernard. Barnard. If you call your kid Barnard, I'm sorry, but
Why would he say that?
That's our nan.
Oh, your nan. Sorry.
All the things that you channeled.
how'd you? I could tell that was a woman. Psychics be like, Barnard.
Like, George Bull.
Why has he got that around his?
I made up. Does that mean that you cheated?
What is that?
I did.
Is that duct tape?
I don't think it was ever a chocolate factory.
That's the one thing it was, Goldie, I'm afraid. Yeah, you see, you've even got the truth wrong.
Yeah, I know.
What?
We dropped our psychics in the middle of a massive pine forest. There's a rescue chopper waiting for them. Our psychics have just 15 minutes to find the chopper. They've got a map that shows an outline of the area and then something belonging to the pilot. So a personal effect, keys, wallet, something like that. And then our psychics will use that to sense, the right
Prediction. None of them are gonna find it. That's what I think's gonna happen here.
direction.
How did they do? Let's have a look.
Helicopters.
Most of them veer off to the right and get lost, rather than making a fairly straight path to the helicopter. These aren't just any psychics, they are the top 10 in Australia. From hundreds of
Top 10 Aussie psychics, and they couldn't do it. I don't think I've had any family that went to a psychic. I think my aunt went to a psychic. But I remember she paid him out of fear. I should probably talk to her about that. I haven't talked to her in ages, but, probably should.
We've narrowed the field to the top 10 psychics Australia has to offer.
Aussie psychics,
I
let's
can
go.
see her. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, mate. I didn't find the helicopter. Is that British or Australian? I don't know.
It's a car.
Oh, bloody hell, you bloody cunts. I don't know if I can say that.
Terrible. Back to start.
Will I be married?
I see marriage for the next 4 years. You'll be married
4 years?
in your late 30s.
The 10
Late
years.
30s? 10
I would
years?
say maybe no later than 2 years.
At least
2 years?
Major commitment's about a year and a half away.
A year and a half?
But not marriage. You're not the marrying kind.
Almost.
There are two jagged boulders which look really misplaced.
He could be found there.
He's near the boulders.
Is he still with us?
Sean was found alive, not stuck between jagged boulders, but in an apartment in suburban St. Louis.
Possible for a psychic.
Why do you have... Again, psychics, they're not going to solve cases. It's literally... It was like confirmed that near the start of the video. Psychics never solved a case through psychic means. Stupid idiot.
All right. He's going to be the father of 2 children. He's going to be a father of 3 kids. 2 boys. I see 2 boys and a girl. Your dad showed 2 children in the future.
I'll adopt 2 kids.
Was somebody murdered? Like, murdered?
No. No.
Like somebody passed from a suicide where their actions brought about how they got there. If anybody over there has somebody who crossed over like that,
No.
that's kind of how they showed it to me.
No, we're saying lots of.
It's connected to Michael, if it helps.
I had an aunt. Her name
Say it
was
again?
Moira.
Okay, I'm
Huh?
getting someone now whose name is. It's a.
They make fun of this in South Park. That's actually fairly funny. Wait, South Park. Oh, I like South Park. I don't watch it much, but I do like it.
She'll be given the 12 biographies.
Paula
Then
Taylor.
She'll do a tarot card reading on each
Tarot
subject.
cards. It gives you like a Pokemon card. Oh, your card tells you that you're gonna catch bugs. Just because I gave you a Weedle.
To win, she has to match the person to the correct bio 9 out of 12 times.
How convinced
I
are
guess
you
she's
that
not
you're
gonna
gonna
get
win
it.
$1 million?
9 out of 12.
See that your person.
That's a very high ratio, is it not?
Final answer?
I guess she's psychic, so she has to get them all right. She'll probably get them all right.
Towards the camera. If it's not your bio, I want you to crumple it up. Now. It looks like you've got 1 right.
She got 1 out of 12. How did you manage that? Oh my goodness, that's just pure luck that she got that one.
Still believe I'm psychic.
What do you make of that?
It's called, what's the term? Stubborn. I guarantee you one
Stubborn.
headline you will never
I know
see
someone who's very stubborn. I'm not gonna say it.
is this one. Psychic wins lottery.
Should I have had subtitles on? I probably should have. Oh well, it doesn't matter.
Again.
Thank you so much for watching. This is part of a several-part series on the supernatural.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Kool-Aid. Thank you, Mr. Kool-Aid. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Tell me what you think in the comments. I've kind of come off my I don't know what you want. There, you're my exile. I'm just kind of looking at my channel, but that's it. So I'll probably read some comments. Thank you all for watching. I kind of want to upload more. Cause, yeah. Like and subscribe.